Hi there, welcome to Hills of Emerald Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a past, present, future reading for all zodiac signs. This is a collective reading, so as you know, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and just don't force the reading to fit where it does not. I recommend you watch your sun, moon, and rising reading for extra clarity. However, if you only have time for one, the reading for your rising sign would be the most important. If you don't know your rising sign, there are free astrological birth charts online. You would just have to enter your birth data, such as birth time. I will have the timestamps in the description below. Let's get started. Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be asking the cards about your past, present, and future, just to see how far you've come along. Okay, so the first card we have Eight of Pentacles. The second card we have Ace of Swords. Third card we have the Emperor. So this is your past, your present, and your future. So the energy I'm getting here is definitely in the past, there's been something you've been working really hard on. There's been like a goal, a task, a financial endeavor that you've kind of been working on behind the scenes. You've been trying to master. You've been trying to really become an expert in the specific field. Whatever idea that you've had in the past, you've really kind of taken on this like Saturnian energy of like working on it on a pretty regular basis. I almost see you working on it almost on a daily basis, where you're just really trying to master this task. And you know that this task may lead to some financial abundance, and that is pretty much your motivation, as well as perhaps a passion for it as well. But you are very financially motivated in order to really be able to work on this on a daily basis, whether it's something to do with your career, a job you go to every day, or just a hobby that you've been, or a side hustle that you've been working on behind the scenes that maybe that's separate from your work environment. But whatever it is, like you've been really focused in and like really honing your skills in order to really bring it out into the world. Like you're somebody that knows that in order to really be successful, like you have to have some mastery over the craft. So whatever this endeavor is, it could be something creative, um something along the lines of like skill, or maybe even like trades, or just a technical type of skill that you've been working on, whether it's artistic or technical. It's hard to say, but I do get a sense it's something that is like very skills heavy that you've been working on every day. And it's just, you know that you really need to master it before you can bring it out into the world. So you're kind of in a very disciplined state of mind, which is gonna really carry you forward. And in the state of mind that you've been in the past, I do see currently with the Ace of Swords card, like it really has inspired you mentally a lot. Like it's almost changed your way of thinking. Like you have this brand new way of thinking about life from all the hard work that you put in the past. Like you've kind of like given yourself a different perspective, a perspective you wouldn't have had unless you had put this work in the past. Like you're kind of like you've changed your way of like perceiving the world based on the skill set you've mastered in your past. Like you've really like have a newfound confidence, a newfound intellectual ability, a newfound communication style. Like maybe you're very inspiring to others, maybe you're very motivating to others in a way that, like, maybe if you didn't have this experience of working hard, it wouldn't really be coming from the same place. Like people really trust your guidance and follow your motivation and inspiration because they've seen how hard you work. They've seen you put in the work to master the skill set that you have. So people really respect your mindset right now. Like you have a very disciplined mindset. You're full of fresh ideas. because you have gone through the grind in the past that where you're just kind of like full of all these brand new ideas where just based on your experiences, they're kind of just flowing into you in a way. Like you're having dreams, like daydreams about all these like plans, these goals, and you're very action orientated right now, especially since you have the confidence to back it up, you have the hard work to back it up. So whatever ideas that are coming into you now, I would listen to very closely to those ideas because it can bring you success and it can bring you manifestations because you've definitely done the work, and the ideas that are coming in right now seem to be very fruitful and very based on a lot of logic. Like you're not like having pipe dreams right now. You're definitely having logical goals that are easy for you to easy for you to tackle right now just because of your confidence and your experience. So in the future with the Emperor card, I do see that everything that you've worked for is going to pay off. Like you're definitely, every idea that's coming to you now, there is going to be a payoff. You are going to be in a leadership position where people are really going to look up to you for, like, again, leadership, responsibility. People are going to see you as somebody that really was able to make something of themselves. Like you're going to be seen as somebody that is really admired, respected, and just kind of like people are going to be in awe of you. Like it's a emperor card. So you're going to be like a kind of like a boss in your field, but it's well deserved. It's like you didn't get there because you didn't put the work in. Like it wasn't given to you. It's not like maybe a parent gave you the position. It's not like a nepo baby type of deal. You're definitely somebody that put that work in. So people are gonna really look up to you because they see that the work that you've done, and people are definitely going to see you as a leader in your field, and you're going to feel like a leader in your field. That's going to be people's perception of you, and it's going to be your perception of yourself as well. Like you'll definitely feel like you've really made it, and you're definitely going to feel like you're somebody that is powerful, but you're going to wield that power in a respectful, responsible way. You're not going to be like a tyrant. You're going to be very nurturing, very fair, and very respectable in a way that you have a lot of integrity as a leader. So maybe you've done something in your field that's created a lot of buzz, a lot of followers, a lot of recognition, and maybe are somebody that might have employees or people that work under you in some way or clients, something like that. But you're not going to be power hungry. You're going to be a very respectable leader, a very nurturing leader, and a very um, good leader, which has high integrity. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be going over your past, present, future, just to get an idea of how far you've come. So starting off, we have Ace of Cups, we have Two of Wands, and then we have King of Wands. So the energy I'm getting here is definitely, I get a sense in the past or recent past, you've kind of gone through a bit of an awakening. So maybe something happened to you, either like a negative or positive experience that kind of shook you and a little kind of woke you up a little bit in terms of like all the opportunities that are possible for you in this life. Maybe you're somebody that kind of wasn't aware, you were kind of a little bit on autopilot, and then something happened in your life that kind of made you realize like how abundant the world is and how many possibilities there are for you to kind of fill your cup and like kind of find your satisfaction in life. Maybe you're somebody that kind of just like kind of led a kind of mainstream typical life, and then you kind of realize, wait, I have free will, there's other possibilities here, there's a new beginning on my horizon, is a sense that I'm getting, where you kind of just realize there are things you can do, actions that you can take that can kind of give you a little bit more emotional satisfaction, a little more abundance in your life that you haven't really experienced before. So this change of mindset, I definitely see you've gone through in the past. It's like almost like a past awakening is like the energy I'm getting. With the Two of Wands card for your present, I definitely get a sense that you've you've been taking action recently. There's something you've been working on. There's some ideas that you've had. You kind of put in like the preliminary work, and you're kind of seeing how are you like, in what way can you bring it out into the world? Like maybe you have a certain skill. Like I definitely see something along the lines of something more creative. Like maybe there's something you've been working on in the creative fields where you're kind of like you've started a little bit and you're just seeing, how do I bring this out into the world where it will be well received by the public? Maybe it's some like craft that you're working on, like maybe it's like a jewelry, like you're creating jewelry and you're like, should I start an Etsy shop? Like maybe you're creating like some kind of design, some clothing designs, something creative along those lines. Like maybe you figured out how to do something that is really tangible and you think people are really going to enjoy it. You're like, this is actually really innovative and I think people would really like this and it would be really useful for them if I really put myself out there in their world and kind of showed them what I'm making behind the scenes. So like I definitely see in the present your wheels are turning in a way that like you've started the initial work, and like maybe you put out a few things here and there, maybe you posted a few things on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or along those lines, or maybe you've like started selling things to your friends and family or acquaintances, and you're just like seeing their reaction, seeing how they respond, seeing if this is like something that people will like. You're kind of like trying to like gauge an idea, and like based on people's reactions to your your new endeavor, you're gonna really follow through with more plans in order to really create what you're trying to create in the background. Like you're making the first steps is the feeling that I'm getting currently. In the future with the King of Wands card, I definitely see whatever you've been working on with this new mindset, this new creative mindset you have, it's definitely going to pay off in terms of like you're gonna master it. Like right now, like you're kind of like just starting out, but with the King of Wands energy, I definitely see whatever action you're taking, it's gonna like really pay off in terms of like you really being recognized as a leader in what you're trying to do. So I definitely see a sense of like payoff in the future regarding this new project of yours that you're taking on, because you've done like the emotional like work of like really, you know, having this fresh mindset, these fresh ideas that are potentially really useful to people and really innovative. Like maybe you're starting like a life coach type of business, or maybe you're starting some type of some type of creative business. I definitely see something along the lines of something more emotional too, something that could help people emotionally as well, as the energy I'm getting. But regardless of your plans of what type of field that they're in, I definitely see like mastery. I definitely see somebody that will be looked to as a leader in whatever you're trying to do. That's definitely the energy that I'm getting. And I definitely see that you will have success. Like there is a strong feeling. As long as you keep up with the mindset of abundance and anything is possible, and you don't let any distractions or discouragers get in your way, I do see that you will get what you want and have the emotional satisfaction and the and eventually the leadership that it will take to get there. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. So, today we're asking the cards about your past, present, and future, and just to get an idea of how far you've come in life. We have the Four of Pentacles card, and then we have the Two of Pentacles, and then we have the Knight of Swords. So, the energy I'm definitely getting here is in the past. Well, this is past, present, future, obviously. So, in the past, you've definitely been kind of like closed off in the past. Like you're somebody that is like really protective of yourself. Like maybe you've gone through experiences that have kind of made you this way, where like you've been disappointed a lot, like you've been let down by either people or experiences or things like that, where you've really kind of like shut down in a way and you keep things close to your chest. You either keep your feelings close to your chest or you keep your finances close to your chest. Like you're not very like really open with yourself in terms of like your emotionality as well as your finances. Like you're very much like a reclusive type of person. Like you're definitely there. Like you definitely have like a formidable like outward appearance, but people really see you as almost like too closed off, somebody that in the past that just wasn't really emotionally available or just available in any kind of way. Like maybe you're just somebody that really like to stay to yourself. Maybe you just didn't like to spend a lot of energy on other people or even like your your finances on other people. There's like a feeling of like just really trying to keep everything to yourself. Like maybe you don't really share your experiences. Maybe you've gone through something and you just don't tell anybody about it. You're just very much in like a very closed off energy. With the Two of Pentacles card for your present, I definitely see an energy of you trying to balance things out in your life right now. Maybe you realized you've been a little bit too stingy in the past with both your like emotions and your finances. Maybe you're trying to figure out a way to like kind of protect yourself, but still kind of put yourself out there in the world. Because there is definitely an energy of you not putting yourself out there in the past, like, and that could be in terms of like your life purpose as well. Like maybe you've like really just you want to do something but you're too scared and too nervous to do it in a way that you want to protect your like your ego a little bit, like you're too scared to be criticized, like you're being a little self-critical and you're just scared of judgment from others. So there is like currently a you're going through kind of like a balancing act in your mind where you kind of realize this, like you realize in the past you've been really closed off and you're trying to balance a way to really figure out how to be less closed off. You realize in order to really follow your life purpose, meet your goals, and even to make money in this life, you do really have to open up. Whether it's like emotionally seeking help from others, um, it could be also just like putting yourself out there and on like social media or things like that. And you're kind of like really working that through in your mind where you're just like, how do I protect myself, my ego, but how do I also follow my goals, my path, and just, put yourself out there. And you're really trying to balance the two energies within yourself. And I definitely see that there's potentially two options coming your way as well in terms of how to make money. So there's definitely like you're weighing out your options, like should I do this and stay safe, or should I do that and kind of like lose my safety net or my comfort zone and really like pursue that right now. So there is definitely two choices coming your way, and one seems to be kind of an unhealthy choice, and one will be more of a choice that really benefits you for your future. With the future card being the Knight of Swords, I definitely see you taking fast action on whatever this decision is. I definitely see in the future you're really going to go for it. So I do see that whatever you've been kind of mulling over in your mind, like, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I stay safe? Should I really go for it? I definitely see with the future being the sword Knight of Swords energy. I definitely see you going for it, and I definitely see you kind of not no longer being in this protective shell of a mode. Like you're really like you still have your armor, like you're still a knight, but you're definitely less scared to really just move forward and do what you have to do. And you still have that protection, like maybe it's a spiritual protection that you've learned along the way, but you definitely in the future will be moving forward and will be putting your goals in the forefront, and are I do see that you're really determined to achieve what you've been thinking about, and really not being so scared anymore. Like knight is a very brave energy, right? Like you're a knight, you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your kingdom, and you're really just moving in a fast way in the future. Like I definitely see you kind of being a little bit fed up about the status quo in your life. And I definitely see you kind of like moving in a way that you're just you're just ready. I definitely see in the future you're just ready to go for it. And that's like a really good energy I'm getting. Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading. So this is going to be about your past, present, and future, just to get an idea of how far you've come. So starting off, we have Five of Swords, we have Tower, and then we have the Empress. So the energy that I'm getting here is definitely in the so this is going to be your past, present, future, obviously. So the energy that I'm getting for like the Five of Swords is something that's happened to you in your past. Maybe you've kind of like gone through a lot of disappointment in the past. Like maybe you thought you could rely on people and you just realized that you kind of had to do it on your own. Like maybe there's like family, friends, partners, romantic partners, people in your life, maybe coworkers even, that you thought you kind of like they had your back, you could rely on them, but then you realized that you've been in like a state of really like survival mode, and you've really been having to do things on your own. Like you're somebody that didn't really get a lot of help from others. You've been really isolated. You're somebody that just like did all the work and you did it by yourself, all the grief and the loss and like the struggle, like you've really just been able to overcome it on your own. And you've been able to survive on your own for a long time. So that is like a lot of the past energy I'm getting. Perhaps also in the past, there have been people that were willing to help you, but you're just somebody that was so used to doing things by yourself and so used to being disappointed by people that you kind of just were always in a mindset of, no, I got this. I don't need anyone's help. I'll just do it on my own like I always do. Like I definitely see a sense of like hyper independence here as well. So even if like you did kind of have the opportunity of somebody helping you out, like you've just been so disappointed in the past that you didn't really think those were genuine. Like you just thought like, yeah, right, like no one helps me. So I do it on my own. So I don't trust this. Like that's the energy I'm getting. So in the present with the tower energy, I definitely see a sense of like things are kind of falling apart to fall together right now in your life. Perhaps you've gone through something that like you've like lost a romantic partner, lost some friends, lost a job, like something that's really fell apart in your life recently. Like a lot of destruct destructive energies, but that's only because the life you've built was kind of on shaky ground, perhaps. Like maybe there's an energy of things are falling apart right now to fall together because it gives you a chance to rebuild on more a solid foundation. Like maybe there's something in your past that since you did have to go through it alone, maybe you weren't looking through all the details, maybe you weren't getting the full perspective, and you kind of built this life, this like very solitary life where you just it just kind of fell apart. Like maybe you've gone through like a certain crisis in your life recently and you did need support. It was something that you couldn't do alone. And then things kind of just like fell apart where people around you realized, hey, like this person needs help. This person can't do it by themselves. Maybe I somebody is stepping in to little help you a little bit and like help you build on a more solid foundation. Or maybe you're learning to ask for help now. Maybe something happened to you that shook you so much that you're like, no, I can't do this by myself. I need to ask for help. And if it's not somebody that you're asking for help, like in your life, like maybe you don't feel comfortable going to people in your life, perhaps now you're at a point where, like, I need to see a professional, like maybe you're seeing a therapist that can help you, a mentor, somebody that is really going to help you build on less shaky ground. So I do see you seeking support at this time to really figure out how you can do things within rebuild your life uh, with the help of others. I definitely see that energy coming through. And again, like if it's not somebody you directly know, like on a personal level, I definitely see it could be like a mentor or a therapist or a life coach or something along those lines as well. So with the Empress energy in the future, that's definitely a positive omen. So there are good times coming for you in the future. I do see that once you kind of figure out how to build on less shaky ground, like I do see you being in a more, if you're a woman, I do see you falling into less of a survival mode and more into your feminine receiving energy. I do see in the future there's going to be a life of less struggle, less less strife, less of a survival mindset. I do see you kind of like in an energy of abundance, of like creation, possible fertility. And fertility can mean like an actual, baby, a family, building a family, but it could also mean building something along the lines of like creation. Like maybe you're building a business or something, building a relationship, like just like something budding, like a budding type of energy in your life that's coming in for you in the future. With the Empress energy, I definitely see that the hard times will be over soon, and you will have like a softer, more easier life in the future once you learn how to build your life in a more stable way. And I do with like the Empress card, like there is definitely like a lot of emotional maturity in you in the future. You're somebody that's going to see things in a different light, in a more emotional way, in a more open, receiving way. You're less going to be like, you're going to be a little less stubborn in the future, a little more willing to help others, a little more allowing for others to help you. And I definitely see a positive exchange in energies with between you and other people in the future. I definitely see a lot of help coming your way, and I definitely see you being put in a position where you are able to reach your highest potential. Like the Empress is very like it's a high value card. It's like it's almost like it's like emotional leadership. It's like you're gonna be somebody that people really look to for advice because you've been through so much and you've been through it alone. And I almost see you in a position of being like a really emotional teacher for other people because of what you have been through alone. And it kind of puts you in a position of like a lot of wisdom. Like you're going to be a very wise individual in the future and very like open to receiving help and love from others. Hi Leo, welcome to your reading. So we're going to ask the cards today about your past, present, and future just to get an idea of how far you've come. So starting off, we have Page of Swords, we have Eight of Swords, and we have Death. So this is going to be your past, present, future. And the energy I'm getting for your past is definitely maybe you're somebody that in the past you were really naive. Maybe you're like just somebody very like you were, maybe you're a young person watching this now and you're even younger in the past, obviously, but you had like a very youthful energy, even if you weren't young. Perhaps you kind of went into things in a very impulsive way. I definitely see in the past you've had a lot of ideas, a lot of plans for the future, a lot of goals, like you were a lot of intellectual pursuits. Like you're somebody that was very much like ready, willing to like pursue these things. Maybe you pursued multiple things at the same time. Maybe you're somebody that was kind of a little bit careless or reckless or impulsive in terms of like all the things you wanted to do. Like maybe you just had a lot of interest. Maybe you were just like really into experimenting. And you weren't really planning things out in a very mature way. Not that anything's wrong with that. Like we all have that energy in some point in our lives. Like we're this very youthful energy, full of ideas, not really having the forethought or like the planning required to achieve them. But I definitely see in the past, like you're just somebody that just had a lot of goals and a lot of like plans. And I definitely get the energy that maybe you kind of went into things without fully thinking about them clearly. Um, Especially with the present being the Eight of Swords card, I do see an energy of something that you chose to do in the past has kind of come to haunt you in the present. I know that sounds scary, but I do see that maybe a decision that you made in the past was kind of more permanent than you thought. Like maybe you decided to embark on like a journey that wasn't like for your best, like your highest good. And like perhaps in the current time, you feel a little bit stuck. You feel like you went into things blindly and you feel kind of trapped by your circumstances right now. The energy I'm getting is you made some unwise decisions in the past due to your inexperience that kind of have put you in a position where you're not as freely to move as you would like to be. Like, I definitely see an energy where like perhaps you made a decision in terms of like your career, you embarked on a career path that you realize now it's not right for you. Like this, you realize whatever you're doing right now, it's not for you. Like it's not your personality, it's not who you are at the present time. Maybe it never really was, and you just liked the idea of it, and you just like maybe thought it sounded cool or something like that, or you just liked the thought of it. But I definitely see now that you're kind of coming to the realization whatever you've chosen to do in the past, it's really not serving you right now. Whether it's your career, maybe you embarked on a relationship that you realize has reached a dead end. Maybe you've embarked on like, you've been in kind of like stuck in a long term relationship with somebody you realize isn't really compatible with you. Maybe they were compatible with the younger version of you, but not your present state. Like there's a circumstance that you're in your life currently where you're just not happy. You're just in a state of like, why did I choose this for myself? This isn't me. I'm stuck. With the future card being death, that's not a scary card. That's actually, in terms of like this reading, a really positive card because I see in the future whatever is holding you back in this like stuck state of mind, it's you're gonna let go of it. There's gonna be a transformation. So you're gonna get through to the other side and you're gonna kind of kill that part of you that was like allowing yourself to be in this position of like being trapped in the first place. So there is like a big sense of transformation coming for you in the future. I definitely see I definitely see an energy where you're really letting go and like really like looking at your life in a way where it's just like, wait, how do I change this? And you're going to be making the moves. Like you're going to be just like altering the parts of yourself that really allowed you to be in the position that you're in currently to begin with. So there is a huge transformation coming in terms of like your entire being. Like you're going to be changing your entire like person, like not so much personality, like just like your goals, maybe a little bit of like the negative aspects of your personality are going to be transforming. Maybe some negative coping skills you have, you're going to be letting go of. Like you're just letting go of the aspects of your personality that don't serve you, and you're really going to be moving forward in a completely new way. Like there's some big change coming for you in the future that's really going to alter your perception on things. And you're going to almost be like a new person. Like it's just, I definitely see an energy of you transforming to the point people don't even recognize who you are. Like maybe you've always said you're one way and then you realize you're not that way and you're kind of in a position now where you're just like, you know what? I'm just going to be myself now. I'm going to be in a position where I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to live authentically and I'm going to pursue things that I actually want to do, not something that I felt was right for me at the time, maybe societal expectations. You're really like following your heart and like following who you genuinely are to really move forward to the person who you are always meant to be. Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading. So today we're going to be asking the cards about your past, present, and future just to get an idea of how far you've come. So starting off, we have Four of Wands, Queen of Wands, and Knight of Pentacles. So the energy I'm getting for this reading, so this is going to be your past, present, and future. Definitely in the past, like I do see like a lot of positive energy in the past. Maybe in the past year or so, you've gone through a lot of celebrations, you've reached a lot of milestones. You're somebody that has had a lot of opportunity for celebration with potential friends, family, romantic partners. Like I definitely see like you're coming out of a period of a lot of joy, a lot of get-togethers. Perhaps you've recently gone through a graduation. Maybe you've gotten married. Maybe you've been invited to a lot of weddings in the past. So you've like celebrated other people's love if you haven't been married yourself. Like I definitely see like a lot of celebratory events in your recent past. Definitely getting strong like graduation type of energy and a lot of energy regarding milestones. Like there's a lot of to be celebrated, a lot of reason to be celebrated. Um yeah, I'm just like definitely getting a sense that you're coming out of a period of joy, a lot of um, bonding with other people. So, in the present energy with the Queen of Wands, I definitely get a sense here that you're currently in a very thoughtful, nurturing state of mind. Like there are potentially some creative endeavors that you're really paying attention to at this time. Like perhaps you have a lot of creative pursuits, and you're really nurturing them. Like you're really spending the time to really focus on your hobbies and like things that really make you fulfilled emotionally. And I definitely get a big sense of like hobbies. So I do see currently you're working on a lot of like potentially creative things, things you enjoy. Like I can see you maybe like going for walks, taking pictures, maybe painting, maybe designing things like fashion, furniture, things like that. Definitely, like maybe if you're really into makeup, you're posting on social media about makeup a lot recently. I'm definitely getting like a big self care type of energy in your current present moment right now. Like you're really focusing on self-care and nurturing yourself, nurturing your creative abilities, your talents, and like just really taking care of what you need to take care of, and like really focusing on like beauty and just feeling good and like feeling comfortable in your skin. I definitely see it coming. You're coming from a really good place in your life right now, and it really inspires you to really take care of yourself in a way and uh, nurture yourself. Like with this, like coming from these like joyful celebratory experiences, it's really inspired you to really nurture yourself and take care of yourself in a way and put yourself out in the world in a really positive light. So, with the Knight of Pentacles card, like I do see fast abundance coming your way because you've taken on such a positive energy. Like, I definitely see a lot of like whatever hobbies that you're working on, whatever self care pursuits, creative pursuits, nurturing your talents. Like, I do see it potentially being monetized in a way. Like, I do see you actively pursuing, like, pursuing a way to like earn a living off of your hobbies. Like that's definitely the energy I'm getting with the Knight of Pentacles card here. Like, so I do see you're currently really nurturing a specific hobby that you have. And I do see in the future you're going to find a way to kind of earn a living and earn like a positive lifestyle from this hobby. And you will start to make the moves for that in the future. So, like, maybe if you're doing some arts and crafts project at home right now, definitely in the future, I get a sense perhaps you're going to open up an Etsy shop. So, something along those lines of like, right now you're working kind of like on it on yourself, but I see in the future you're kind of going to bring it out into the world where other people are going to witness it as well, and you're potentially going to make some money and some abundance off of it, and it is going to bring you some abundance. And I do see you making forward moving, sorry, you're you're going to make some forward movements regarding this project. Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. So today we're asking the cards about your past, present, and future just to get an idea of how far you've come. So starting off, we have Two of Cups, and we have Six of Swords, and then we have the Star card. So to clarify, this is past, present, future, and the energy I'm getting for your past, I do see that you were in a pretty intense relationship in your past. I do get the feeling you're no longer with this person, but I do see that like there's something you went through with another person, a union, a romantic partnership that really helped you grow as a person. Like it really helped you evolve. Even though you may no longer be with this person, you kind of like learned a lot from this relationship. I do get a sense you potentially don't have that many negative feelings about this relationship. Maybe you're the one that ended this connection. Maybe it served its purpose for its time, but you two grew apart. But you'll always remember this person fondly. I do get a sense that there are no resentments, there's no bitterness towards this person, and you do wish them well on their journey, and vice versa. I do get a sense they wish you well as well. There is a mutual understanding that it was just time to go, both of you to go your separate ways. So I'm not getting a big sense of bitterness. If there was some bitterness near the end, I don't see that either of you will be holding grudges, even if it did not end like amicably. So there is an energy that this relationship was kind of life changing, even though it didn't work out. Like you did feel like there was like a divine connection with this person. This person was kind of meant to come into your life to kind of teach you something. And I do have a sense that this person really did serve like a uh big purpose in your life path. Like they did come in at a specific time for a specific reason. And even though maybe a part of you is sad that it didn't work out, you kind of understand the purpose that they served, and perhaps you served a purpose in their life as well. Like there was like a mutual exchange here. Um, and although I do get a sense that you are missing this person. With the Six of Swords energy as your present, I do see you moving on and letting go of this connection. Perhaps you're the one that ended this connection. I am getting a strong sense that you're the one that might have ended it. But even if they've ended it, you've kind of grieved this loss, and you've kind of are learning to let it go. There is like a sense of like kind of like in a position where you were missing this person a lot, but you realize now why it didn't work out and why it wouldn't have worked out, and you're going through what you've learned from this relationship, and you're ready to let go and move forward with your life and experience new things. So I definitely get a sense of healing at this time. Like you're very in a position where you're kind of taking time to heal right now. You're not moving too quickly, but you are moving away from this past situation. But you are taking your time to kind of feel your emotions and slowly kind of walk away from it. So obviously, this is the present moment. So just take as much time as you need, but also don't take too much time where it becomes unhealthy. Like, I do see movement here where you are slowly walking away and moving forward with your life. And healing takes time, so don't rush it either. Just so you are more in a position when you do move on to not fall back into any potential bad habits. Um, so, with the star card energy in your future, I do see that once you have moved on from this relationship and this experience, you will be in a better position. Like, you will kind of reignite your flame. Like, you're gonna be in a position where you're very inspired. Maybe you're very inspiring to others. Maybe you're just like kind of like shining bright, like almost like a breakup glow up after this union has ended. And like you're really somebody that is gonna put themselves out there again, and people are gonna take notice. Like you're gonna be the star. Like people are gonna really be like, wow, like she really put herself together, put himself together. You're gonna have like maybe a brand new look. Maybe you're gonna like just really put your best foot forward and almost be like a transformed type of person, like full of energy, full of vitality. Maybe near the end of your past relationship, you kind of lost a little bit of your vitality. just because maybe things weren't going well, and sometimes relationships do drain people emotionally, especially when things start to go south. But I do see you finding yourself again and being an inspiration to yourself and being an inspiration to others, and just being like the strong force again, like be like finding your flame again, like just like getting your groove back, almost like just being an inspiration and motivate, being more motivated and just ready to take on the world and like take on your manifestations. And I do see you coming out the other side, just in a positive way. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. So, this reading is going to be about your past, present, and future, just to get an idea of how far you've come. So, starting off, we have the Nine of Swords. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So, Scorpio, the energy I'm getting, and again to clarify, this is past, present, and future. So the energy I'm getting here in your past with the Nine of Swords and energy is definitely you've had a lot of worries in your past. Like maybe you've gone through a lot of mental anguish. There's a lot of ruminating at night, staying up all late, and like just kind of going over potential past mistakes, whether it be romantic like regrets or financial regrets, just like ruminating over things you can't control. Like I do get a sense in your past, like there's been a lot of worry, a lot of like regrets, a lot of like energy of like almost like a dark depression, sadness, sorrow, a feeling of loss, a feeling of like just obsession, like just you're just like obsessively thinking and just going over all the things you could have done right. And that's definitely your past energy. So I do see you moving away from that type of mindset. Maybe it's a type of mindset you've been stuck in a while and you kind of realize it's not really working out for you. It's not helping you in any way. You're just kind of just having cycling through the same thoughts over and over again. And you're not evolving. You're just like, you're kind of like stuck being in that past energy and you're kind of over it. You're like, I can't live like this anymore. I can't stay up all night and just think about all the things I've done wrong. And you're ready to move away from that type of energy. So with the Page of Cups card, I do see fresh energy coming in presently. Like maybe you've just had like a shift of like of a mindset where you're just like, you know what, I'm not no longer gonna ruminate over things I can't control. I'm just gonna look forward to what's coming in for me. And it's just like a new emotional mindset where you you realize like it's not worth it to like be in a state of like this unhealthy state where you're just ruminating and you're just really open to new experiences now. Maybe you've kind of let go of the past and like those past experiences that kind of kept you mentally stuck. So you're kind of really ready and open to experience new things and even experience new things emotionally. And that's a huge deal, especially going from the Nine of Swords card to this Page energy. So, Page energy is very fresh, very new, very naive, very ready to experience things from like almost like a childlike point of view. And to go from like how you were before to having this newfound youthful type of childlike wonder is amazing, and you should be really proud of yourself for reaching this emotional like point in your life where you are open to experiences almost like how you were before any of the bad stuff happened to you. So that's quite a feat of accomplishment. So yeah, I definitely do see you're currently ready to like take on the world, and just you're very open-minded right now. Whatever comes. Like you're just ready to embark on new emotional experiences. So if that means like a new person coming into your life, maybe getting out there and dating, making new friends, just really being very emotionally vulnerable right now. And I definitely get that type of energy with the Six of Pentacles card for your future. Again, it's like I see you being very generous with your energy. Like maybe you've had some sort of emotional awakening and you realize, you know, I can't just be in my room all day and just ruminate about the past. I have to really go out there and seek these new experiences and like really give back to the community in some way and give back to my friends, my family, um, whoever is important in your life, potentially a person or romantic partner. And you're in a very generous mindset right now with people. So you're giving a lot of yourself, whether it's your time, your finances, your energy, whatever it is, like you're just very abundant right now and you're very giving. So you are spending a lot of time like being of service to people. Maybe you're volunteering, I see in the future. Maybe you're treating people to like a nice dinner. Maybe you're buying your parents a big gift or something like that. Like, or maybe a partner, like you're buying your partner a nice gift. Like, I definitely see you being more generous with your time and energy and your finances. So, I definitely see you being kind of growing from this and just learning to kind of give more to others and then you shall receive. So I definitely see you in that kind of mindset. The more you give, the more you shall receive. Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to ask the cards today about your past, present, and future, just to get an idea of how far you've come. So starting off, we have Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and then the Seven of Wands. So the energy I'm getting here, so just to clarify, this is past, present, future in that order. So the energy I'm getting for your past is definitely like you've been working on something in the past, something that you've been working on a daily basis. You've been really motivated and focused. I see it's like kind of like a skills-based task you're trying to master, potentially something work-related or like a business related or something along the lines of school education, like, but it's something you've been working on like on a daily basis and you've been really disciplined in and focused on this task in the past. It's almost like you haven't really been focusing on anything else. You've only been focusing on the specific goal of yours, and I do see this goal can potentially bring you a lot of abundance, and that's why you've been really focused in on this specific goal. And like with his head down, just working, as you see in the image here, I do get a sense that it is definitely something you've been like really like one track mind about. And it's almost like you've been ignoring things around you because of this. With the Ten of Swords card here, I do see in the present time there has been some sort of betrayal. Perhaps you've been so work orientated that things have been going on in your personal life or your professional life behind the scenes that you weren't really paying attention to. And I do get a sense that you may have been stabbed in the back or be betrayed by somebody close to you in some way. Maybe there's been some gossip, some slander, maybe like friends or family have like betrayed you in some way or just mistreated you in some way. Maybe a romantic partner kind of went astray during the time you've been busy kind of like working on your abundance and focusing on work. I do get a sense of like a big betrayal, maybe a big disappointment on like a personal or professional front. Um, Maybe possibly some jealousy, like maybe somebody has seen you work really hard in the past and there it kind of built some resentment and a jealousy because this person hasn't been working that hard themselves and they kind of feel resentment towards you because of that because you shine a light on their weakness, right? So there is some sense of like somebody potentially being jealous and kind of stabbing you in the back. But with this card, I also get a sense that like it's almost like you've seen it all before, and it's like I get a sense that there's like nowhere to go but up. Like it's almost like the last straw regarding the situation. Like you're kind of fed up with people that will stab you in the back. It's like the same type of energy you've experienced in the past. You're kind of ready to like move on from these people that are willing to stoop this low, and you're kind of just like ready to kind of just just get away from this type of energy. I do get a sense that you're kind of awakened to how people's nature are. Like maybe you're somebody that recently, got into reading like stuff like 48 Laws of Power, which is kind of like a controversial book, but I do get a sense you're kind of truly currently understanding people's true nature, and you're kind of ready to like you're kind of ready to like kind of take it on in a way or separate yourself from it. So with this future card being the 7 of Wands, I do see you kind of rising above the competition. So in the future, I do kind of see you standing up for yourself and people kind of like hating from a distance. Like you've kind of defeated the competition, kind of like a little bit on shaky ground because you didn't really realize you were like so busy in the past just focusing on your on working hard, and you kind of like didn't realize how ruthless people could be. And I see you in the future kind of realizing and kind of rising above the competition. But I do also get a sense that you're kind of like a little bit shaken up that how people like how you even had to do this, to even overcome this, or why it's almost like a part of you is almost sad and shaken up that you even had to overcome this and like shake these people off and like rise above these type of people. But you have risen above these type of people because you're a good person, you're a hardworking person, and like honest people, whether it seems like it or not, will always prevail in the end. And I do see you finally standing up for yourself and finally realizing that you do need to stand up for yourself in order to rise above and continue to focus on your goals and have like the potential competitors and haters like in the background. They'll always be there, but I see you in like more firm standing and more of a higher standing where these people can no longer touch you. They can no longer stab you in the back because you've protected yourself in such a way that they're no longer able to touch you. So maybe you're doing some protection work behind the scenes spiritually, or maybe you're just learning to have like thicker skin or more of a demeanor where people are no longer so ready to kind of mess with you. But I do see you are keeping your integrity and your hard work intact. Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. So, today we're asking the cards about your past, present, future, just to get an idea of how far you've come. So, to start off, we have Five of Swords, we have two of Cups, and then we have King of Swords. So, Capricorn, the energy I'm getting, so just to clarify, this is past, present, and future in that order. So, the energy for the past that I'm getting is definitely you've kind of had to do a lot of things independently in the past. You've perhaps there's been people in the background that were willing to help, but you were pretty stubborn in that you just wanted to do it on your own. Maybe you just didn't really see them as kind of people that were able to help you. Maybe you were just kind of like very hyper independent. You just didn't think they were kind of capable and on taking on all that you could take on. So you never really bothered to ask for help because you just felt like you could just do it better yourself. I do get the energy of you being really self reliant and almost kind of controlling in a way in the past, where you were just like, if you to get the job done, it's better you do it yourself kind of mentality. Like, uh, you just didn't trust people to help you. That's definitely the energy I'm getting. Um, I definitely see a lot of loneliness in your past. Maybe you've been single for a long time. Maybe you're just not used to being in a partnership or just being in a teamwork type of environment. I do see a lot of like independence and loneliness in your past. With the present card being the Two of Cups, I do potentially see a union in your present life right now, or potentially coming in soon. I do see that Spirit's kind of giving us the energy here that you will be in union with somebody, potentially a romantic partner, that will kind of help you let go of this hyper independence that you have. I do see this being a mutual relationship with like mutual feelings, and I do see pretty even give and take here. A lot of abundance, a lot of love and understanding. If this isn't a romantic partnership, it could be like a friendship or a business partnership where you finally feel like you can trust the person to really help you along on your journey in life. Like, I really feel like you're meeting your partner in crime kind of mental, like type of feeling where you're just like, wow, I finally met somebody and I can rely on them and I don't have to just rely on myself. I definitely get a sense that you're finally letting go and just giving somebody else a little bit of your responsibilities to bear, and vice versa. Like, it's just like a very mutual relationship, and you're letting go of control, and you're just like really letting things happen as they are and really trusting in this connection right now. With the future card being like the King of Swords, I definitely get a sense that through this relationship in your present moment, or that's coming into you soon, whether it's romantic or business related, I do see it be turning you into somebody stronger than you were before when you were on your own. So like here, you're kind of in an energy of like, yeah, you're doing it all on your own, but you're kind of sad. You're sad about it. You're not happy. But with this future energy being like the King of Swords, I definitely see this connection with this person potentially turning you into more of a king type of energy, where whether you're male or female, you can apply it either way. It just means that you're more coming out the other side more stronger, more of a leader, more established, with a healthier mindset. Um, it's just kind of teaching you to be like stronger, but not necessarily in a way where you're shutting out other people entirely. Like, you're leading people. Like, to be a leader, other people have to be involved because you're not leading a kingdom of zero. Like, there's people that are going to be in your life that people are going to look up to you. So you're really going to reach the status in your life through a connection. So I do get a sense that that's kind of something unexpected for you, because I feel like maybe you were in the mindset where you were just going to do this alone, and just without this card here, you were just going to reach this leadership king status, right? But that's not the case. Spirit's really guiding you in this present moment to connect with another person in order to reach this king status. because there is a strong sense that you will not be able to do it alone. You do need some emotional support in your life, whether it's like a romantic partner, a friendship, or just a close connection with a family member, or potentially a business partnership that's very like respectful and emotionally like strong, kind of, even though it's a business partnership. So I do see definitely you being in a king energy in the future of like having this like strong intellectual ability, strong leadership skills, a lot of logic in your life still, but also balance with a lot of emotional connection in your life to be able to lead others. I don't see that you will be able to embark on this journey without potential help. Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. So, today we're asking the cards about your past, present, and future just to get an idea of how far you've come. So, starting off, we have Eight of Wands. We have the Moon card. And then we have Nine of Pentacles. So, to clarify, this is past, present, and future. And the energy I'm getting for the past is perhaps you kind of like gone through a lot of action in the past. Like a lot of things have happened, a lot of like forward moving movement. Like I just see like a lot of like things coming your way and you kind of being a little bit overwhelmed by it. Like I see a lot of like things that you kind of like manifested kind of all coming towards you all at once, like things that you have been working on, and it kind of like overwhelmed you a little bit. Like you see the girl and she's kind of like running and she's kind of like has her hands up in the air and it's almost like, oh, too much, too much. So I do get an energy of like there are things that you've wanted and have been working on, and universe kind of threw everything at you all at once, and kind of you got kind of overwhelmed a bit. Um, and the things you were working could be like career orientated, or it could be just something along the lines of like wish fulfillments and just things that you've always wanted. And it's almost like be careful what you wish for type of energy. Like universe gave you what you wanted, but it was almost too much and too much all at once. So that's definitely the past energy. And with the moon card here for present, I do see like a period of reflection going on right now. Maybe you're kind of like, oh my God, what did I just go through? That was hectic, that was chaotic. And you're kind of just kind of taking a break from all of that. Maybe you're going on vacation, maybe you're just doing a staycation where you're just kind of sticking around at home, kind of reflecting on what you want, kind of how to avoid things getting too hectic in the future so you don't get overwhelmed again. I do see you doing a lot of self-care at this time. Maybe you're just reflecting on like how to better take care of yourself. So in case you do go back into like the mode where you're trying to achieve your goals again, you're more prepared. I definitely get a sense that you're really assessing the situation, doing self care, taking a break, looking where you want to move forward, if you want to move forward with the lifestyle you were in before, or if you want to go on a different path. You're wondering, is the path you were on right for you, or is there a different path that might better suit your needs, especially your emotional needs? I do sense that you are looking for stability and you are looking for like a sense of like serenity, peace in your future, and perhaps your past didn't really accommodate for that. Perhaps like your past really like just kind of threw a curveball, and you're in a period of like, okay, what is my next move? I need to think about this carefully. I need to get in touch with my intuition and my emotions and figure out where I'm going to move next. And there is a sense of like perhaps another path for you. that you're going to uncover during this period. So, with the future card being the Nine of Pentacles, I definitely get the energy that there is going to be fruition in your life. There is going to be everything kind of coming together in the future. Perhaps you do go on a less traveled path, a less hectic path, and it kind of leads you to a path of abundance where you do see everything coming in for you. You do see financial abundance. You do see reap the rewards of everything that you put your work into, and you're just kind of taking it all in, just like living a life of luxury, almost like really reaping the rewards of your hard work and finally seeing everything pay off like tangibly. I see almost like in a very materialistic way, like perhaps you have more money to treat yourself, something you didn't really have before when you were kind of in the struggle state of mind here, where you're just like working, and just super overwhelmed. In the future, I do see you kind of like you see the woman here kind of just sitting back and like looking at all the fruits of her labor, and I finally see you kind of reaching a point where you can take the time to like stop and smell the roses and see everything that you worked for come into reality, and just like enjoy life and enjoy all the things that abundance can give you, and the experiences most of all that abundance can give you, and the peace of mind. I definitely see you having a lot more peace of mind in the future, and just really being able to take it day by day and take it easy and not rush and not be rushed by others. I definitely see you having more control in regards to your future, whereas in the past maybe you felt a little bit more out of control. Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. So today we're asking the cards about your past, present, future, just to see how far you've come. So starting off, we have Three of Cups. And then we have Seven of Swords. Then we have Page of Wands. So the energy I'm getting, and just to clarify, this is past, present, and future in that order. So the energy I'm getting here is definitely a sense in your past. There was a period of celebration in the past, maybe a union with others, potentially friends here, just like a very celebratory period. Very, I get an energy you've been really open-minded and very open with your friendships, especially, and just really good with letting people into your life and really sharing the fruits of your labor with them, and just sharing in all the good moments in your life. I do see that with this energy, like you've just kind of been in like a state of like almost being distracted in your past by potentially having good times with people. Like maybe you're just a little bit too focused on the good times and not really focusing in on the potential implications that are brewing in the background. Like maybe you've just been like really in a party phase. So like maybe you're just really used to kind of going out a lot, making new friends, enjoying the time with the friends that you have, and just like making almost kind of like superficial connections with people. Maybe some deep connections too here and there, but I do see that in your past you've been really focused on others and really focused on partying and like making connections, and potentially getting lost in like this social atmosphere of like kind of conforming to the crowd a little bit, and just like wanting to be accepted by others. With the Seven of Swords energy in your present, I do see that potentially through one of these friendships, there was a deep betrayal. I do get an energy of like somebody really close to you, either friend or family member. And I'm getting like the energy of like a same sex friend of yours. potentially really hurt you in a way. Maybe they lied about you, maybe they gossiped about you, maybe they betrayed you on a deeper level to the point perhaps they like got involved with somebody you were involved with, something really negative happened between you and this friend, and you really didn't see it coming and you really didn't expect it because you didn't realize people could be like this. there's like a there's a deep sense of like naivety about you, and through this experience you kind of realize people aren't exactly what they seem to be. Like it's not all like fun and partying and just having a good time. People are complex, and you've come to the realization that things are kind of like deeper than what's on the surface level when it comes to people. Maybe there are certain red flags you ignored about a person, but you just kind of felt like you kind of felt like giving them the benefit of the doubt, and you kind of just were a little naive to people's true nature. You were kind of very much, let's cheers, let's have fun, like no drama. But then there is somebody in your circle that was potentially very bad intention towards you, perhaps even jealous, where they kind of like saw your good nature and they wanted to kind of destroy you. They wanted to take you down a peg. They didn't like how naive you were. They didn't like how innocent you were, and they didn't respond well to that energy, even though it didn't seem like it at the time. They really wanted to bring you down to their level. So I get an energy that perhaps this person has been plotting on you for a while. Maybe they haven't liked you in a while, but they smiled in your face. I do get a two-faced type of energy. I do get a sense they took something from you, whether it's like a physical thing or um, something that is like more deeper. Like maybe they took like your trust away, your ability to trust other people. But there is some like sneaky energy around you at this time, and something that you do need to look out for. So in the future energy with the Page of Wands, I do see you not letting this person really get you down. You don't want to lose your childlike innocence. You don't want the world to turn you bitter. You don't want the world to kind of like um make you into what they are. So you're kind of holding strong. Like I do get a sense in the future you understand what happened with this betrayal, but you're not going to let it change you. You're still going to let yourself be in an energy of like where you were before, where you're a little bit wiser now, but you're not going to let yourself go. You're not going to let yourself be changed by this person, because at the end of the day then they will win, right? That's what they wanted. They wanted you to become a little bit more bitter and jaded like they are. They didn't like your light triggered them, and they wanted you to be in the darkness like them. But you're going to stay in your light, I see here in the future. You're definitely still maintaining that innocence about you, and you're not going to let it change you. Even though you understand this person's intentions and you may cut them off, and you should cut them off, but I do get a sense that you're still gonna be ready to meet new people, to embark on new journeys, to not let it get you down, and just continue on having experiences, but with a little bit more wisdom. I do see that you're definitely pursuing your creative pursuits. You're definitely going to be pursuing your life purpose, and you're not going to let this person bring you down to the point where it's almost like they didn't want you to pursue your life purpose. That's the energy I'm getting. But you're definitely going to continue forward on your journey anyways. I definitely get a sense that this person was kind of brought to you to distract you off your path, but you're going to maintain yourself onto the path that you're supposed to be on, and you're not going to let it deter you.